If you can't measure it, you can't manage it. This phrase isn't just a catchy quote. It's a golden rule in facility management. Managing a facility goes far beyond keeping the lights on or reacting to repairs. It's about understanding every piece of your facility, what it is, how long it will last, how to maintain it, and how to meet the expectations of everyone who walks through your doors. Today, we're diving into one of the most essential topics in the IFMA FMP certification, the strategic planning of operations and maintenance, O&M. Whether you're studying for the exam or actively managing a facility, this knowledge is fundamental to doing the job well and doing it right. Let's simplify and break it down into 5 key tasks every facility manager must master. The 5 core tasks of O&M strategic planning. To develop a successful O&M strategy, a facility manager must identify all physical assets and create a complete inventory. Determine how often each asset needs maintenance or repair. Build a realistic, proactive maintenance schedule. Understand and comply with all codes, standards, and regulations. Clarify and deliver the services and comfort levels occupants expect. 1. Know what you have. Identify physical assets. Everything starts with this simple truth: you can't manage what you don't know exists. Imagine trying to maintain a building without knowing what's inside it, like navigating in the dark. That's why a facility manager's first job is to identify every material, system, and piece of equipment in the building. But here's the catch: assets aren't static. Over time, they wear out, malfunction, or become outdated. That's why O&M isn't just about upkeep. It's also about managing change and staying a step ahead. A thorough, up-to-date asset inventory helps with more than just repairs. It's a tool for forecasting, budgeting, planning capital renewals, and ensuring the facility runs smoothly today and tomorrow. When there's no inventory, conduct a facility inspection. If a reliable asset inventory doesn't exist, the next move is a full facility inspection. And here's what inspectors look for: equipment that's damaged, malfunctioning, or missing. Poor lighting, leaks, or strange odors. Signs of rust, corrosion, excessive vibration or noise. Airflow problems or safety hazards like tripping risks or unsecured vents. These findings help build a complete asset register and reveal early warning signs before they become critical issues. But inspections do more than identify problems. They also confirm if your maintenance programs are working. Give you a chance to gather feedback from occupants, connecting the building's condition to the organization's broader mission, laying the foundation for everything else. Once the asset inventory is complete, it becomes the foundation for all O&M decisions. It supports contract management and lease terms, emergency preparedness and business continuity, safety and security technologies, environmental sustainability programs, future facility projects, quality assurance and performance tracking, budgeting, forecasting, and leadership decisions. Everything traces back to that core understanding: what's in the building, what condition it's in, and how it's changing. Operations and maintenance isn't just about fixing what breaks. It's about planning, anticipating, and leading. It all starts with knowing what you have and using that knowledge to make better, smarter decisions. 2. Maintenance and repair cycle. Maintenance isn't just a cost, it's an investment in performance. In facility management, how and when you maintain assets directly affects safety, occupant satisfaction, and the bottom line. It's not just about fixing what's broken, it's about making smarter decisions to prevent failures before they happen. The power of a maintenance strategy. A building is full of moving parts, literally. From HVAC systems and lighting to elevators and water lines, everything requires upkeep. But how do you decide what to maintain, when to repair it, and what can wait? That's where a planned maintenance and repair cycle comes in. Facility managers use this cycle to create structure and predictability in building operations, while balancing cost, resources, and occupant needs. What is a maintenance and repair cycle? Think of it as a loop. A continuous process that includes assessing equipment and system conditions, determining maintenance needs and intervals, planning work and allocating resources, executing preventive and corrective tasks, gathering feedback and adjusting plans. This cycle helps keep buildings running efficiently, reduces the chance of unexpected failures, and ensures compliance with regulations. Finding the right balance, preventive versus corrective maintenance. There are different types of maintenance, and choosing the right one at the right time is critical. Let's break it down. Planned maintenance. This includes preventive and predictive work that's scheduled in advance. Tasks are clearly defined, materials and labor are arranged ahead of time, and the goal is to prevent problems before they occur. Unplanned maintenance, also called corrective or emergency maintenance, this happens after something fails. It's usually more expensive and disruptive, and it's what facility managers try to minimize. While you can't avoid unplanned maintenance entirely, the goal is to maximize scheduled preventive actions and minimize surprises. A well-managed facility aims for that optimal balance, where reliability is high and costs are low. What's included in the maintenance cycle? Maintenance isn't just nuts and bolts. The full cycle covers a range of operational areas, including system and equipment operations, upgrades, renovations or moves, energy efficiency, waste management and recycling, fire and life safety, disaster recovery and building security. Each one plays a role in your O&M plan, and the maintenance cycle helps coordinate them all. A successful maintenance cycle follows a structured flow. 1. Set expectations. What does good performance look like? 2. Assess current conditions. What needs attention now? 3. Assign resources. Who's doing the work and with what tools? 4. Prepare the work plan. Schedule the tasks and timeline. 5. Review results and feedback. Did it work? What can be improved? This repeatable process helps facility managers turn reactive chaos into a proactive system. Maintenance is a strategic advantage. When done right, a maintenance and repair cycle doesn't just fix things, it improves performance, reduces costs, and builds trust with occupants and stakeholders. 3. Maintenance scheduling. Failing to plan is planning to fail. In facility management, this isn't just a cliché, it's a daily reality. Even the best maintenance strategy is useless without a clear schedule to make it happen. That's where maintenance scheduling comes in. It brings structure, timing, and focus to your operations plan and helps you stay ahead, not fall behind. A maintenance schedule is more than a calendar. It's the tactical side of your operations plan. It answers one big question: what needs to happen, when, and by whom? In the real world, not everything can be done at once. That's why a good schedule helps prioritize what's urgent now and what can wait, balancing short-term actions with long-term planning. Short-term versus long-term scheduling. Let's break it into two parts. Short-term schedule focuses on immediate priorities, like regular equipment checks, minor repairs, and keeping operations smooth day to day. These tasks are generally predictable and have clear timelines. Long-term schedule covers more complex and strategic planning, like system overhauls, equipment replacements, and sustainability upgrades. It considers capital budgeting, future growth, and risk prevention. The key is coordination. The short term keeps things running today. The long term ensures you're not caught off guard tomorrow. What influences a maintenance schedule? Every building is different, but most maintenance schedules are shaped by a mix of factors: the condition of equipment and systems, manufacturer recommendations, past performance and repair history, available staff and contractor expertise, occupant needs and feedback, health, safety and compliance standards, ownership goals and available budget. A smart schedule blends technical data with people-focused insight, aligning physical work with service expectations. Let's look at two main types you'll find on the schedule. 1. Planned maintenance. This is scheduled work that includes everything needed in advance. materials, tools, labor, and a clear procedure. It's proactive, cost-effective, and focused on performance. 2. Unplanned maintenance. This is reactive work, addressing breakdowns or sudden failures. It's unpredictable and often more expensive, but it's unavoidable. The goal of scheduling is to minimize the reactive and maximize the proactive. A good schedule prevents small issues from becoming major problems. Creating the right maintenance flow. A well-designed maintenance schedule is part of an ongoing process that includes reviewing equipment and service records, setting realistic timelines based on condition and risk, coordinating labor and resources, documenting tasks and responsibilities, regularly reviewing and adjusting based on results. Scheduling isn't a one-time task. It's a living part of your O&M strategy that evolves with your facility. Maintenance schedules support more than just operations. They also align with sustainability and energy-saving efforts, inform staffing and contractor planning, support budgeting and capital forecasts, meet tenant and occupant service expectations, help ensure compliance with codes and standards, contribute to performance metrics and service level agreements. This is where strategy meets action, where plans turn into results. A schedule that works for the facility and the people in it. In the world of facility management, time is one of your most valuable resources. A maintenance schedule helps you use it wisely, improving reliability, reducing costs, and creating a better experience for everyone in the building. 4. How to determine applicable regulations, codes, and standards. Safety isn't an option, it's an obligation. Whether you manage a single facility or an entire portfolio, one truth remains constant. Compliance is non-negotiable. And in facility management, that means understanding and following a web of regulations, building codes, and industry standards that govern everything you do. From fire safety and structural design to energy use and accessibility, nearly every decision you make as a facility manager is shaped by external requirements. These aren't just guidelines, they're enforced by law or by the authority having jurisdiction. Failing to follow them doesn't just risk penalties, it can endanger lives, damage reputations, and disrupt operations. To understand your responsibilities, let's first break down the 3 main categories. Regulations. These are formal laws or rules issued by a government authority. They carry legal force and dictate how facilities must operate in specific areas like environmental protection, health, and safety. Codes. Codes are structured systems of requirements. They often begin as model codes developed by professional bodies, like the International Code Council, ICC, but are adapted and enforced locally. Standards. These provide the minimum acceptable level of performance and often explain how to meet the technical requirements outlined in the codes. Together, these form the rulebook that every facility manager must follow. You may be surprised how wide-reaching these requirements are. They touch every part of the building, including fire and life safety systems, electrical, mechanical, and plumbing components, energy conservation, environmental impact, accessibility and barrier-free design, security measures, building materials and structural design. These rules apply to how you build, maintain, operate, and upgrade facilities, and they change frequently. Global consistency, local enforcement. Many codes and standards are internationally recognized, but enforcement happens locally, and that's where things get complicated. Local jurisdictions may interpret codes differently, add stricter requirements, enforce new or updated versions at different times, require approvals or inspections based on local conditions. That's why facility managers must stay current and proactive. What passed inspection last year might not meet code today. Meeting minimum code requirements is essential, but best-in-class facility managers often go beyond that. They use codes and standards as a framework for risk reduction and performance optimization. In some cases, the facility owner or organization may choose to exceed code requirements to Align with safety priorities. Meet sustainability goals. Support the organization's mission. Protect the public and occupants more fully. In other words, codes set the baseline. As a facility manager, it's your job to know which codes, standards and regulations apply. Understand how to interpret and implement them. Stay updated as laws and best practices evolve. Communicate expectations clearly to teams and contractors. Build compliance into every part of the O&M plan, from daily maintenance to long-term upgrades. Regulations, codes and standards may seem like red tape, but in reality, they're the foundation of responsible facility management. They safeguard people, protect property, and ensure consistent quality. And when applied with insight, they can become a strategic advantage, not just a legal obligation. 5. Occupant services and expectations. A building doesn't serve a purpose unless it serves its people. In facility management, success isn't just measured by systems and structure, it's measured by satisfaction. And that starts with one crucial question. What do the people inside the facility actually need? The job of a facility manager is ultimately about creating an environment where people feel safe, comfortable, and supported, while keeping the operation aligned with organizational goals and financial limits. To do that, you must understand and agree on what services occupants expect. This becomes the foundation for all day-to-day operations planning. Step 1. Understand the needs and expectations. Occupants can include employees, tenants, visitors, and sometimes even external vendors. Each group may have different expectations. These could involve environmental comfort, like temperature or air quality, technology and workspace access, security and safety systems, cleaning and maintenance response times, parking, access or mobility services, support for specific business or departmental needs. The key is not to guess, ask and clarify. Successful facility managers engage with stakeholders to identify what's expected and what's realistic. Step 2. Align expectations with resources. Facility managers must balance budget limits, staff capacity, vendor or contractor agreements, equipment and system constraints. Services must be prioritized and aligned with what can reasonably be delivered. Step 3. Reach agreement and document it. Once expectations are identified and refined, they must be clearly agreed upon by both occupants and facility teams. This agreement often takes the form of service-level agreements, SLAs, memorandums of understanding, MOUs, facility use policies or operational charters. These documents define what services will be provided, at what level, and how performance will be measured. Clarity reduces conflict. When everyone knows what to expect, satisfaction increases and surprises decrease. Step 4. Monitor performance and adjust. Expectations evolve. That's why the facility manager should regularly collect feedback, track service performance metrics, revisit agreements as needs or resources change. Facility management isn't set and forget. It's a responsive living process. When done right, it builds trust between occupants and operations teams. This task ties directly into your O&M strategy, because knowing and meeting occupant needs helps improve productivity and morale, reduce complaints and downtime, justify budgets with user-focused outcomes, align FM services with the mission of the organization. It ensures that buildings serve more than just physical functions. They serve people and purpose. A great facility doesn't just run smoothly, it feels right for the people who use it every day. Thanks so much for watching, especially to our returning subscribers. Your support keeps this learning journey going. If you're new here, welcome. We're glad you found us. Subscribe now and follow this series to master every core concept of the IFMA FMP Operations and Maintenance module. Like this video, share it with your team, and leave a comment below. We'd love to hear your thoughts or questions.